Hello folks, this is Freedom Fighter. Today is July the 8th, Monday, July the 8th, 2024. We have two articles today by Goldilocks. Very powerful, very direct articles in regards to Iraq and e-commerce and regulation paper for the e-commerce of their systems throughout the Iraqi banking system and the government of Iraq. And then also the World Trade Organization and the status of Iraq for the World Trade Organization. Let's jump right into it. His Excellency, the Governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Mr. Ali Muhsan al-Alak, chaired the meeting of the Diwani Order Committee 24079 to regulate e-commerce in Iraq with the participation of the concerned authorities. Just for those that may not know, e-commerce is transacting business electronically. All right. When you think of Amazon, that's e-commerce. You think of ordering something online, that's e-commerce. You're transacting business on the web. That's e-commerce, electronic commerce. The meeting dealt with defining the service provider and granting a license as it pertains to e-commerce. This procedure will be done through an electronic platform accepted by the Ministry of Trade. How this is to take place is through a system paper given to the Council of Ministers for approval. The Council of Ministers, folks, is with the Iraqi Parliament. This regulation paper will give detailed instruction on how to implement a procedure or a policy. In this case, e-commerce is the topic of instruction, and specific details on how to move products through a standardized process will be very important. This is how to move products, folks, through on the web within Iraq and around the globe. In this case, an e-commerce website will be created to fulfill the above requirements, that is, of the purchasing of goods and services. This website will enable the process of selling physical goods, services, and digital products through the internet and not a brick and mortar building. An e-commerce website business will be able to process orders, accept payments, manage shipping and logistics, and provide customer service. Upon approval of this system paper from the Council of Ministers, Iraq will be able to begin the process of interfacing their new banking reforms with e-commerce regulations. Watch the water. So here we have, think of here in the States, in the United States particularly, if you were to purchase something outside of the United States online, no matter where it is, and that product comes from wherever it comes from, outside the United States, that's e-commerce as well. This is where we're so immune to our e-commerce. It's normal. It's normalcy for us to purchase something online and it be shipped from anywhere in the world that it's shipped from. And it's seamless because our banking system is connected to our phones in a digital manner. Iraq hasn't had that luxury before. So here we have Iraq is looking to elevate into a new digital economy. They are considered digital now. Their banking system, now they are interfacing their products and services through e-commerce to move within Iraq, in and outside of Iraq, through their banking system. All right. Then Goldilocks provides a link to the CBI, the first link, which specifically talks about the e-commerce and the regulation of it being implemented. Let's move to the next article by Goldilocks, which is from the World Trade Organization. On July 18th, Iraq is slated to go before the World Trade Organization on access and benefits of trading in the modern world. Their newly developed regulation paper designed to implement and develop e-commerce facilities will incorporate needed changes in the digital asset-based trading system. So what Goldilocks is referring to is from the previous article and in relation to e-commerce regulation, it's also connected to the World Trade Organization and the presumed accession that Iraq will have eventually within the World Trade Organization. All right? Now, just so that you're aware, this is a meeting on July 18th as it pertains to Iraq's accession. There are certain requirements and guidelines they are still in process with the World Trade Organization. This does not mean on July 19th that there's going to be a change in their exchange rate. We just want to be very transparent. This is regarding a meeting. It's about the process of Iraq and their accession into the World Trade Organization. The next, as Goldilocks shares, is if you remember earlier this year, we talked about the World Trade Organization stating that they will be working on exchange rates the second half of this year. Once Iraq is reinstated into the global economy and joins the World Trade Organization in what is called a full accession, this will be a part of the process of developing international exchange rate values to level the playing field between countries. Now, it makes sense to me why our CBI banker contact that D&I, this is Goldilocks speaking, that D&I speak to stating that the Iraqi dinar will not float. It will be a revalued rate. I'm going to read that again so that you understand. This is Goldilocks speaking, saying, now it makes sense why our CBI banker contact that D&I speak to stated that Iraq will not float. It will be a revalued rate. Iraq's system paper or regulation paper should go a long way in formulating a price for the World Trade Organization to evaluate. Watch the water. So Goldilocks is summarizing the conversation that they've had along with D and the CBI that Iraq will not float, but they will go to a fixed rate. And it makes sense with now they will be integrating e-commerce, because just think about it. For the citizens of Iraq to be able to purchase goods and services online from anywhere in the world, they will make those purchases in dinar. And there must be a system integrated within their banking system. You must have a website that is licensed, a government website that's licensed within their banking system, licensed to integrate into their banking system, which of course is with the Iraqi dinar. And by doing so, with trade, because the trading of goods and services as well, they will be able to do so with the World Trade Organization once they're presumably accepted as a full participant and full accession into the World Trade Organization. So here you can see the preparation and the process that Iraq is going through in order to move into the international community and have an international rate. So here you have it. It's very clear that they are moving things in the right direction. We just have to watch and see as things fully develop within Iraq. The World Trade Organization is a very big part. The e-commerce is another big part. You take those and you combine them, and you have a full picture of what Goldilocks is sharing today. I hope this has helped you. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure, as always, show someone unconditional love.